like to ask you a question in all seriousness, and I would like for you to just ponder what I'm asking you and to really give close consideration. Imagine, if you will, President Obama had done all of the things that Donald Trump had done. Imagine if he wrote a horrible health care bill, that a couple of incarnations of it that are designed to make things worse. Imagine if he wrote a travel ban bill that just stoked flames and racism and angered people around the world, that was defeated multiple times in many courts. Imagine if he promised his tax returns and never got them. Imagine if he embarrassed us on the world stage. Imagine if he lied and lied and lied and lied. Imagine if he racially attacked Muslims and Mexicans. And imagine if he was insulting and sexist to women. Imagine if he was so inept and unlearned, didn't know anything about history. Imagine if in the world stage people if he just embarrassed us and made a mockery of us. Imagine if North Korea got emboldened by his rhetoric. Imagine him leading one of his daughters at the G20 summit to take over for him. Imagine him filling his cabinet with incompetent people. Imagine him even having the appearance of colluding with Russians. Imagine all those things. What do you think America would do right now? And I think the more important question is, why aren't they doing anything? What would be the reason that they would tolerate such rank incompetence, such rank? What he's doing to the American reputation is, I think we can't even calculate. And I think that America has to answer the reason. I think that there's some people who voted for Trump because they thought they were going to get what they wanted out of it, whether it was, a job at a coal mine or factories open back up, or that they would get the Supreme Court nominee that they wanted, or some of the, things that they wanted on the books. I think that people voted for a lot of reasons, and, primarily selfish reasons. I'll get what I want, damn what happens to everybody else. But now is you knowing that those things won't happen. It is to you, let's do something about this before it is too late. Your fathers and forefathers did a lot of things wrong to get this country where it is, and a lot of things right. And he is on the very precipice of destroying it all. Your health care is not going to be better under him. This is what happens when working class people pick a guy who thinks like them. This is exactly what happens. The reason that you're struggling to find a job is because you think like this guy. So you thought that this would all change things around. And let me tell you something. What it all comes down to, this, in my estimation, is this. This guy is a rich white billionaire. He has to be better than the guy we had before. If this guy can do it, anybody can. Now you know it ain't that easy. But there's a chance for you to redeem yourself. Act like you would if this were President Obama. Have the same amount of urgency, fervor, and anxiousness as you would. Just pretend like instead of his face being orange, it's just a little darker. And see what you would do then. And act accordingly. You would no more tolerate this from him than a man on the moon. You know it, and I know it. And now you know something you didn't know before. He is horrible at this job. He is horrible at it. And all the things you thought you were getting, even at other people's expense, you're not going to. For a nation that elected a reality star, it is time for you guys to be able to start accepting something. This man is on the brink of destroying everything you loved about this country. Everything. Everything. And the little thing you thought you were going to get ain't worth it. I'm going to get my factory. They're going to get those Mexicans out. People are going to go to jail. These gays are not going to be able to get married. And everything you thought you were going to get, you won't now. And everything around you will be in ruins. All I ask you to do is to pretend like a lot of people do. Pretend like he's black. Pretend like his name is Obama. And then act accordingly. All right, that's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.